One. Well, again, we are here at the Oldham Coliseum and we're watching the wonderful preparation of Ghost the Musical. And this fella here is Lee Brennan, the producer. Lee, why? Is it Mammoth? Are you crazy?
I think I'm a little bit crazy, yeah. I think Mammoth's an understatement as well. In terms of the scale of production and technical kind of infrastructure, that's all in there, yeah. It's a huge beast. But we've got there. Oh, we've got there.
Why?
I just think that the music and the story are so relevant. It still is in terms of still today. It's a classic film that everybody loves, with the iconic pottery wheel scene. Everybody knows that. So I think it was just kind of built on that, really. I personally love modern musicals and certainly love the music. When it was first released on CD, I couldn't get enough of listening to it all the time. So when Ashton very kindly asked me whether or not I'd consider directing it, I kind of bit their hand off, really. So yeah, it's been a big challenge, but kind of a very worthwhile challenge as well at the same time.
And one thing I'm going to put in, congratulations on your little girl. She's beautiful.
Thank you.
She is. Casting wise,
yep.
Obviously because they're having to step into the shoes of obviously the late great Patrick Swayze, Richard Fleeshman.
Yep.
How careful were you in casting this show? And also Demi Moore and Cassie Levy?
Very careful, yeah. We spent quite a bit of time in the first instance of the audition process and then recalled a number of cast back, and it was all around about their connection, obviously making sure that they look right and they work well together, but just first and foremost it was that they had that love connection there and they could portray that love connection, and that's really kind of one of the big factors really around how it was cast, and we built everything else in and around that from that point in, really. And
your choice of MD, the wonderful Paul Firth.
Yes, Paul's grand. I was in safe hands with Paul, so I've worked with Paul on a number of other productions, and yeah, we bounce off each other really well, so we kind of understand where we're coming from, both artistically and musically, so yeah, it's been great.
And who else did you need to approach? Because obviously it's Ghost, it's about a ghost basically. How many things worried you? What kept you up at night about this production?
It relies really heavily on illusions, and obviously how slick the pace of the production is so fast all the way through that we're literally in the apartment 1 second and then we're into the street scene the next and on a train. So all of those we're really kind of reliant upon other people. So we've worked closely with an illusionist who's helped with some of the kind of the magic, and then also put together quite a lot of projection as well to help us kind of with the narration and the narrative of the story and helping us kind of set the scenes very, very quickly.
It's the first time that the licence has been released, hasn't it? It's kind of like a premiere.
This is the Northwest premiere, yeah. It's been done in a couple of other places down south quite recently, but more recently, this will be the Northwest premiere. Ticket sales are flying out the window, so yeah, it's very exciting.
And what about music-wise? There's been quite a few changes to the score, hasn't there?
There is from the original CD, yes. And thankfully one of the numbers that really kind of jars at me a little bit on the CD is a number called Ball of Wax, which I just didn't like. And that whole character's been changed now to Hospital Ghost, and it's got a really quite a nice number in there. So yeah, there are some changes from the original recording, but I think that's just kind of, as things happen, things just develop and kind of transform into various different kind of end products, really. So yeah, it's been good.
There's a lot of work that's been gone into this. How long have you actually been from start to finish thinking, you know what, I'm going to do this?
I think Ashton possibly approached me maybe this time last year, so it's kind of 12 months in, and kind of concept and my ideas and vision, and then I got given the script and then changed a few bits and bobs, things like that. And then we went into rehearsal November of last year. So yeah, we've quite an intense rehearsal process. Through a rehearsal a couple of times a week as well, so yeah, it's been quite an intense rehearsal process, certainly for the scale of the sort of production. And then we've got a really tough kind of 2 days now of just teching.
So how long have the cast actually been working around this, or is this going to be the first tech that they've done?
This is first tech this afternoon, yeah, so we've just had bank call this morning, which is really exciting. And yeah, so this afternoon is the first time we're going to start to piece all of the technical aspects together.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Thank you, yeah.
So do you reckon everyone's going to go, oh my God?
I hope so, yeah, I hope so. I mean, we've got to be realistic in comparison to the pro production. You know, they chucked hundreds of thousands of pounds at the whole production, as well as having lots of moving LEDs all on automation and things like that, which we've got to be realistic, you know, within the time frames we've got to get into a theatre. We haven't got that luxury of being able to tech, so, you know, things have been stripped back a little bit, but I also think that will enhance the production.
So how many team members has it taken to do this, with the lighting, the sound, the special effects, everything?
We've got a cast of 40, and then I think in terms of backstage cast and crew, I would probably say in total it's probably about 60 of us. Yeah, it's probably about 60 in total, I would think.
So have you been sorting out costumes and that? Because it looks pretty cool, nifty, lit up.
Yeah, there's lots of costumes. We've kind of rethought of a few things as well, because obviously we've got lots of ghosts and things like that that appear throughout the production. Just about how we can do that. So yeah, I've been quite hands-on really in all of the different departments, making sure that it was what I had in my head in terms of vision and how it's been transformed onto stage.
And how close to the vision is it?
Ask me that tomorrow night. At the moment, I mean, in terms of cast and artistically, yeah, we've got to where I want it to be. It's now just adding all the technical elements to it, and I appreciate there will be changes between now and opening night on Tuesday, but yeah, we'll get there.
Wonderful. And has word got out to Richard Fleischman and the rest of the gang?
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of Twitter hype at some points where Richard Fleischman was kind of promoting this as a production as well, so I think some of the other original cast members have been doing the same, so yeah.
I know that Marty Pello has been ghosted, and I also know that Maureen Nolan has been ghosted, and a friend of ours, John Owen Jones, has been ghosted as well.
Okay.
So we've spotted them on Facebook. A few big celebs have been promoting this as well.
Right.
They have, and we've been seeing them on Facebook holding up ghost posters.
That's right. Yeah, they've been out and about and around.
Yeah. So all the big casts have been ghosted, so to speak. And that. So are we having a press night or?
No, there's no press night with this. We've just got we just literally open on Tuesday evening. So yeah, we've got today just to tech everything, and tomorrow we're going to dress and tech, and then we open Tuesday night. So yeah, it's there will be press which kind of come throughout the week, but we've not got a dedicated press evening.
Ooh. Well, all I can say is the best of both worlds.
Thank you very much.
And just keep on ghosting it.